Mr. Beast is being sued by contestants of his reality show.
Jimmy Donaldson, better known as the biggest YouTube star in the world, has also found himself in legal trouble. Mr. Beast has been named alongside Amazon in a lawsuit over his upcoming series Beast Games.
The whole internet is turning on Mr. Beast for using his popularity to take advantage of all the young people who watch him. If that wasn't enough, Mr. Beast also is getting sued for allegedly creating a toxic work environment where young people were overworked and not even given food or water, and it's alleged Mr. Beast created an environment that allowed for women to get harassed. Y'all, I haven't even mentioned the latest development in the Matt and Abby drama, so grab your popcorn as I spill the tea on all these insane dramas. So, as we all know by now, Mr. Beast has kind of been at the center of some serious drama over the past couple of months. Ever since Ava Tyson got exposed, Jimmy has found himself in scandal after scandal. First, he got called out for not distancing himself from Ava Chris Tyson, and when he finally did, people felt that his statement was not good enough. After that, Dogpack 404 started dropping viral videos exposing all the alleged shady things that go on at Mr. Beast's company. Loves, Mr. Beast has been trending and not in the way that he was hoping. And now things just seem to have gotten even worse for him. Recently, Mr. Beast partnered up with Logan Paul and Psy to launch their new product, Lunchly. According to Mr. Beast, Lunchly is supposed to be a healthy alternative to Lunchables. Now, Mr. Beast is literally the biggest YouTuber on the planet, and he has launched a lot of successful products. However, with all his recent drama, people aren't that all in love with Mr. Beast anymore, and that has resulted in the launch of Lunchly becoming a serious disaster. Y'all, after Mr. Beast announced Lunchly, people seemed to get the wrong message. Loves, immediately after the launch, YouTuber Dan TDM took to his X to share his thoughts on Lunchly. What happened to YouTubers, man? I cannot say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who do not know better than to trust people who are selling it to them. Do better. Now, at first glance, someone might argue that Dan TDM was just hating on Mr. Beast, but as it turns out, a lot of people shared Dan's concerns. Many people felt that it had gotten to the point where Mr. Beast is just releasing products to his fans claiming they were healthier for all the sake of money. Now, Dan's tweet quickly went viral, prompting Mr. Beast to issue a response in a now deleted tweet saying, "Lunchables sell hundreds of millions of units and countless people eat it. Our goal is to give people a better for you alternative to it. Obviously, eating fresh chicken and broccoli is healthier, but if someone is going to eat a pre-made meal like this, then I think giving them a higher quality version at roughly the same price is net good, IMO, and why we launched Lunchly."
Lunchly release.
Logan Paul, Mr. Beast, and KSI have found a new way to scam kids. What is it with these content creators and wanting to screw with kids, man? You have the Chris Tyson situation.
Now, any other time, that would be a perfect response. However, people started pointing out that Mr. Beast was quick to issue a response when it came to something that made him money, but when the Ava Tyson drama was going on, he delayed talking about it. Anyways, remember when I said that Mr. Beast partnered up with Psy and Logan Paul? Well, they too decided to stand up for Lunchly and defend Mr. Beast. But the whole thing quickly turned into a disaster. First, Psy took to X to clap back at Dan TDM, and he pointed out that 9 years ago, Dan TDM worked with a toy company to launch a toy that he claimed to be crap. After that, he pointed out that Dan TDM was also sponsored by Munchpak to sell candy to kids. Now, I think after he dropped these tweets, he thought he had silenced Dan TDM, but the whole thing just blew up in his face. People seemingly turned on him, pointing out the fact that Dan TDM's Munchpak deal was a one-time sponsorship, while Psy and Mr. Beast own Lunchly. After that, the comments just started completely roasting Mr. Beast and Kai. Just take a look at some of these reactions. It's one-off sponsored video. Plus, he isn't claiming candy is healthy in the video. You guys own the company and actively claiming it's a healthy lunch alternative. That's where the problems are. One-time sponsorship versus ownership of a company? Not sure that's the same thing. Why not teach kids healthy eating habits? They're comparing their product to Lunchables, which in itself is highly processed crap. None of them are passionate about health towards fans, only their wallets. So disappointing. I usually defend Mr. Beast as he usually uses his money money for the greater good. However, it reaches a point. He has a burger chain and a chocolate bar line. This isn't something that we needed. We all had Lunchables already. These aren't different in the slightest. Sad to see what his brand is devolving into. I agree with this 100%. I don't see the purpose of this other than a collab for the sake of publicity and extra cash. It is a wildly terrible meal too. A drink with basically zero nutrients other than electrolytes a kid shouldn't need if they have a balanced diet, a chocolate bar, which I don't need to explain, and a tiny morsel of actual food that's got nothing in it.
This is them admitting that their audience is children, not even teenagers, like legit children, right? And none of them really own that fact. And I think that's partly because if they did, then that would put a lot of heat on them for their problematic content, their problematic views, their problematic supporting of certain celebrities, creators, politicians. This is almost like a bad PR move for, all of them, but especially Mr. Beast. There's already so much heat on him. There's a lot of questions about, is Mr. Beast even going to really be able to attract that audience?
Now, if all this drama wasn't enough, just a day after the disaster launch of Lunchly, it came out that Mr. Beast was also getting sued by people who participated in his up-and-coming reality TV show, Beast Games.
One of the world's best-known online personalities, Mr. Beast, faces a lawsuit this morning. The suit, which seeks to be certified as a class action lawsuit, accuses Mr. Beast production company and Amazon Studios of, quote, chronic mistreatment and harassment of contestants in an upcoming reality show.
Y'all, for those of you who don't know, Beast Games is supposed to be the biggest reality TV/game show ever, with contestants battling it out for $5 million. However, 5 contestants who signed up for the show allege that life on the Mr. Beast show was nothing but a disaster. According to them, the partnership with Amazon Studios, Mr. Beast and his staff created an extremely toxic work environment that eventually led to some serious allegations of harassment. According to the contestants, they were forced to work in unsafe conditions, and then they sometimes lacked access to medical help, food, or even water. And get this, these guys are claiming that they weren't even paid. Loves, allegedly this whole toxic work environment was encouraged by a document that Mr. Beast wrote to his staff that in part read, "No does not mean no when dealing with people outside Mr. Beast Productions. Never take a no at face value. If we need a store to buy everything inside of you and you call the local Dollar Tree and the person that says no, you can't film here, that literally doesn't mean shit. Talk to other employees and see if any are fans or if any have kids that are fans. Try talking to their boss's boss. Have me DM them on Twitter and try their social team. If all avenues are exhausted and you are left with a no, that doesn't mean don't try the other Dollar Trees, because the manager of those could be huge fans and willing to bend the rules." Basically what I'm trying to convey is that we call pushing through no. Don't just stop because one person told you no. Stop when all conceivable options are exhausted. Not gonna lie, out of context, I do have to say this looks really bad. But in the same document, Mr. Beast also tells his staff not to talk down at contestants in his videos. Do not talk down to talent or do anything to make them feel like shit. I need them to be happy and in good moods, and these boys are special to me. Anyway, let's leave the Mr. Beast and his drama for a second and focus on the Matt and Abby Howard cruise ship scandal, because their drama just doesn't seem to end. By now, we all know how the whole drama went down with Matt and Abby leaving their kids unattended so that they could go have dinner. Well, after trying to ignore this whole drama and deleting comments of people calling them out, Matt and Abby finally gave in and decided to clear up the whole situation.
Hey everybody, we usually would not be making a video like this, but there is information circulating about us that is completely untrue, so we just wanted to set the record straight, clear the air, because we take our role as parents extremely seriously, and we love our children more than anything in the entire world. And we're very protective of our kids.
Now, Matt and Abby's aim with their response video was to clear the air and say that they are not neglectful parents, but somehow they managed to create even more confusion. Y'all, in the response videos, Matt claimed that they were gone for 7 nights, but in the IG story that started this whole mess, Abby said that they were gone for 5 nights.
So we just got back from a 7-night cruise with Abby's extended family, and this was everyone from Abby's grandma, our children's great grandma, to our 1 and 2-year-old. And so where this whole controversy started, I guess, is a few days ago, Abby posted on her Instagram story that we were at dinner FaceTiming the baby monitors while our children were asleep in their staterooms.
Now, this could have just been a simple mistake, but you know how people on the internet can be. Matt then proceeded to say that they never left their kids alone, and according to them, what actually happened was that they went on the cruise with members of Abby's extended family, and there was always someone there at all times to watch over their kids. The reason that they were FaceTiming their kids' monitors was because their kids kids usually sleep inside a blackout tent that has monitors in them, so they use that to ensure that their kids are soundly asleep inside the tent. Now, naturally, there are people who didn't buy this story at all, but most people believe them and left Matt and Abby comments saying, "Thanks for the clarification because it did come off as like the boys were alone. Context is everything. It's evident that you both love your kids and take parenting seriously. Honest Q, why FaceTime the monitors if someone was there? Parents make mistakes sometimes. Being transparent may help others." Exactly. I knew someone was always with them, and FaceTiming meant they were on FaceTime with said person in the room. Honestly, you don't owe anyone an explanation or an apology. This is your family and you do whatever is best for your family based on your judgment. You guys seem like really caring parents. Anyways, do y'all believe Matt and Abby's version of the story? Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and don't forget to check out my previous stories to ensure that you are up to date with all the latest tea. Till next time, bye love!